All right, everybody, here we go. It is Monday, March the 15th, or 25th, whoopsies, 2019, and episode number 315 marks the return
Yo.
of Darren Robert. Hello, it is so good to have you back.
I am back.
We just did a smoke break. I like your headphones a lot.
Appreciate it.
I like those a lot.
Why do you like them?
The brand is my favorite.
Yeah, good brand.
Favorite brand, and I just haven't seen the all-white ones before.
Yeah, well, they were like the same price as the regular black ones, but these are special edition.
And that's not hardwired, right? Like,
what do you mean?
You can unplug the wires completely, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Those are the same ones I have.
Oh, for real?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same ones. I love these. The ones we have at the new job I got, they're the all black ones, but they're wired. They're not as good. And I don't know. It's so weird how like
that makes a difference.
It makes a difference,
it does.
dude. Like it's so strange. These ones, I guess they're the ATH M40X. I don't know if they're the exact same, but like even the build quality of it it's so you really do get what you pay for.
I feel like it's because they know if you can remove the wire, they make all the shit up here just better built because it's not the wire. It's not like if the wire goes out, whatever, replace the wire. But
boom,
with those, if the wire goes out, how are you gonna fix those?
Yeah, you're fucked. Whole new pair. You really get what you paid for, though.
Definitely.
Like, I would always be a penny pincher on like everything, especially when I started this. And that's my biggest regret is not just, there's the dinky. Oh, you can see her. She made the camera cut. Nice. Sometimes the camera will be too high.
She's smelling the headphones.
Oh yeah, she loves it. She's a sniffer. She's always checking things out.
Yeah. And she heard you talk about him. She was like, let me go.
Let me check those out.
Yeah.
One thing that really trips me out, and you said you want to get a dog, I highly suggest it. When they walk around, dude, and she's like sniffing, her nose is like in the dirt. Like they're breathing in dirt.
Bro, I try not to think too hard about what dogs do for real.
It stresses me out, dude. Yeah. Like the shit she does. I don't know. They're very... they're really dumb, and then they're so fucking smart.
Yeah.
I was listening to a really old episode of Joe Rogan, and the guy was he was like an expert in kind of like mind, like not he couldn't do it necessarily, but like all these tests were like, I'm in this room, you're in the other room, and I'll know what you're thinking and shit. And they did a study where dogs, like not knowing when you're coming home based on routine, but based off of when the person decides I'm heading home now, then the dog somehow gets that signal and
to go
starts getting ready for you to get home, and it starts looking for you, and it's like, okay, they're coming home now.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I pull up at the house, and we have a dog at the house I'm at. I pull up, and like the dog's already barking when I'm like, I feel like I haven't even really parked the car for real.
Yeah.
Like the dog's already in the window, and
it's really weird, I think. And his whole point was like beyond just dogs. Like if me and you or whoever you hang out with all the time, you have like the same thoughts. You guys think about it. The classic thing of, I'm thinking of this person and they called me. Like they've done studies on that. And it is only when you are with close people where your minds literally are like on this network together almost. And did you hear Elon Musk ever talk about this? Specifically on Rogan.
But did this lead into his like simulation theory?
Sort of, but like the neural network of everybody's just going to be communicating on like this network. Like we won't have to talk necessarily. We'll just be able to be communicating right now.
Instantaneous.
And apparently the only thing holding it back is bandwidth. They need more bandwidth.
To do what though?
To create...
How are they going to do that?
Chip up.
In the brain?
I don't know about in the brain, but yeah, chip up.
See, like...
Spine brain. Or spinal chip or some shit.
Were your parents religious?
Come up.
Were your parents religious?
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
and
so...
we can, here, you want to...
Yeah.
You want some extra...
Length?
You want some length?
Yeah.
Pull towards you. It might tip, so we might have to do one of these. If you're an audio listener, go to YouTube, search CJ Couch Talk. You will find my page. That's tight. We good?
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, you can move it down if you have to.
I'm good.
Okay. I don't know what just happened. What were we saying?
We were talking about. What were we talking about, CJ?
Neural network.
Elon Musk.
The chip.
The chip. Yeah. I said, are your parents religious?
Yes.
Okay. So the chip is like, my parents would freak out. They would be like, yo, the end times are coming. Mm-hmm. This is exactly.
I'm freaking out. It's weird.
Yeah.
Chips are weird. Because then you know where they're at, man.
Just everything would change. But everything changed with cell phones, so.
Yeah,
and just the internet age in general.
Dude, you know what really changed? Since I got an iPhone when I was 16, I've just been whacking off to that. I've never whacked off to this. I've never used browser.
The full screen?
Nah, dude.
Bro, you're missing out. You're missing out. I'm telling you. These screens are... What do you think they make these screens for?
I know, and it's very detailed and shit. I get it. I probably should. But it really did, beyond the joking way. Like, cell phones came and just changed everything. Mm-hmm. And it made it to where we were like... It's all here now. Mm-hmm. So now they just need to make it to where it's all here, like within us now. Yeah. So it's not a device. But it's like, why? Like, the device is there. Why do we need...
It'd be wild, bro. Like, everybody would be linked up. Everybody would be linked up.
Instead of putting the chip though in us, why don't we just fucking have it on our phone and your phone's always on you? It's picking up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too
pretty
much.
Wild.
They need. Oh, I guess they need to be reading your brain, so they could do like a hat.
Yeah, if they're reading your brain, that means like they're advertising to you specifically all day, every day. Well, and like it'd be like the evolution of what cookies are now. Like, but it would be. I feel like it would be more invasive. Like it'd be.
Yeah.
Like you'd wake up and advertisements immediately. Like
it would. I think it would be like a huge negative because when you think about stuff now, if like you have like a fucked up thought, whatever, you think it and you're like, okay, that's a fucked up thought. Let me keep. But if like you think it and then boom, you have like advertising and like everything you see is centered around why that's okay and like that's just like normal. People are gonna just be constantly going after their base.
Like it's in my face and I feel like I'm not, because I remember like we're filming too.
Here, so. move that away. We'll take this off. This doesn't have to be there.
The pop filter?
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah. We're not like, this isn't music.
Yeah, exactly. So boom, 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 boom. Get how you want. Obviously, you might have to turn the mic a little bit. We're just, going through some technical things here.
Sorry, guys.
But it's worth it because nothing is worse than when the audio's fucked up, dude. It fucking drives me crazy. And now you see what I'm saying. If we had two people, it'd be so fucking hard to get good audio. I mean, we could do the holding the mic and splitting it.
No, but that's whack, though.
Here.
Boom. I think this is it.
Yeah. I mean, your levels are fine anyways.
This is it, guys.
Your levels have been good. And your mic isn't turned up.
Like, relaxed.
Perfect. My biggest issue that I've had, and this goes to anyone who's starting a podcast because I'm having the same issue with my new job where we have SM7B microphones, everything's like people, you need to have your guests talking to the mic because like all the audio I've been doing. So like if you look at the waveforms of everyone's audio, mine are perfect. The other host of the show who's newer to podcasting, who is like with me on the show, works for Yellow, it's actually his company. His waveform is worse than mine, and then the guest is the worst. So when I'm touching audio, my voice sounds extremely reverberated because it's getting picked up off the back of all these different mics. You know what I mean? That's the biggest issue. Like when you're recording with multiple mics, you've either got to be far away or you've serious. I mean, maybe you could put the fucking thing on the other side.
Maybe the way you've treated the room.
Yeah, true.
Maybe like there's a lot of different factors. I know there has to be a way for you to be able to pick people up or like, get everybody to record on their individual mics without getting, feedback. I know there has to be a way.
It's mic volume, the easy fix. And that's like what I try to do. And you can, do the whole like, the cool thing about like Audition, does GarageBand have this where it'll match the sound? So it instantly turns it up to where everything is equal, even if it isn't recorded equal. That's huge. But like, even that still, my voice is still part of that microphone's track. You know what I mean? So it still is. That's been my biggest issue with touching audio. And like, I know that's what you do. Like, you produce stuff. How long does it take to become like knowledgeable in this shit?
Well, I mean, first thing before I answer that, I honestly still don't feel knowledgeable. Like, I feel like I know what I want to do, and I get, you know, I tried my best to make like a song materialize, but there's still shit I'm in the dark about the whole process that I feel like I'm learning every day. Honestly.
It's a huge process.
It is.
That's what's so surface level for people that don't understand. Like, there's so much that goes into it, and there's so much you have to know. Like, there's like fucking full courses on learning it, and then still you got to take more courses. Exactly. Like, it's not some easy thing, but it's definitely just doing it. Like, how long have you been fucking around recording stuff?
About 10 years, honestly.
Yeah. So did you start out like, is this like a fun thing, or have you always tried to be like, okay, I'm gonna make this?
It was a lot more fun. Well, it's still fun.
Yeah, of course.
But like, it was a lot more new and fun, like near the beginning of that, and just I feel like I tried everything and anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I just wanted to be like my favorite artist I was hearing at the time or whatever. But like now, it's less fun, but like, I don't know, it still feels fulfilling, if that makes any sense.
It's less fun, but it's better.
Yeah. I feel like it matters more now than.
Yeah, I get, like, you just don't get excited in the same way.
Yeah.
You know, like, it becomes something you have to do, where it's like, it's very hard to get excited to do it. You know what I mean? Like, It's just like another thing when you're always doing it.
I think that's what led me to me making beats as fast as I try and make beats. Like, whenever I sit down and make beats, I try and like get up with at least 3 or 4 done, or you know, whatever. And I feel like I do that to keep it exciting for me, because I always have new beats I can like try and rap on, and it's more exciting to try new shit out. But you know, polishing is less fun than making new shit, if that makes any sense.
Dude, because it just becomes like repetitious.
Yeah.
And you just keep hearing the same thing over and over and over.
But on that same token, if you're, you know, really trying to do this and, you know, like make good songs or whatever, you're going to have to perform those songs over and over. So kudos to the guys that can go out there after like the 50th time they've performed the song and still give it that energy and like.
Dude, how about these bands that have been touring for like 50 years?
That's what I'm saying. And
like, what the fuck?
And, you know, they're making that shit sound brand new to the people that see it.
Yeah.
Every time.
Well, that's the thing, too, though. Like, with the playing it, you can always switch some stuff and try some stuff on stage, whatever. But, like, it really... Like, I'm working exactly the job I want to do, and it's still, like, fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that's because, like, for this is totally different, though, because this is exactly how I want to do it. So, I don't know, like, making the beats, though, like, you're making... What does it feel like when you're done with a session? Because, like, when I'm on the computer for a long time, I get done and I feel so, like, weird. Like, when I've been on the computer with headphones on, I've just been sitting there for hours, like, listening.
I feel weird, too.
It's a weird-ass feeling, dude. Like, I don't want to be a part of anyone's anything.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's what makes me, like, I don't know, sometimes I feel antisocial.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like that's a large part of that is just, you know, like going really far into your head on purpose. You know, like I feel like you're there just doing your thing in your zone for, like you said, hours at a time. Anything like that's gonna leave you disassociated with, you know.
When you get, like, the worst thing I think would be like if you'd been making beats for 6 hours today and then came to do this.
Oh yeah,
that could never happen.
Nah.
And it's hard when you have like people in your life, because you get done doing shit and you just don't want to like you don't want to like be around anybody. I mean,
I feel that way about being social too. It's like it's the opposite too. When I'm social, I don't feel like doing this afterwards.
True.
Yeah,
dude, that's so true. Like when I'm hanging out with my friends, actually, I got me and then I think it was 5 other tickets to the Comedy Zone. I like won them. So I took I took Easy, Spirit, Alan Bajramovich, the dude who made the Shade beat, and Casey Studstill. I think that's it. It doesn't, whatever. I took all them, and then we came back here, and that would have been like optimal time. Like, let's all just like let's do a podcast, you know, or let's do a smoke breakers. And it didn't even fucking cross my mind. You know what I mean? It's like when when you're out doing stuff, you don't like it's weird. I mean, I know some people, like specifically Easy was talking about he wants to have like this party vibe going on sometimes.
That's how. All right, so I don't know if I can take credit for this because maybe this is how he like did sessions before, but I feel like when I started inviting him over to like sessions for me or whatever, I would try and do that party vibe because I had the house to myself for like 2 months or whatever during the summer, and like I was inviting a lot of artists over, and we were just, you know, like it's a creative zone all day. Like I wasn't working for like 2 months. I like planned that out to not work for 2 months and just do that. And yeah, people were coming over, and I think like at any given time I might have had like maybe 3 producers and like 2 rappers, 3 artists, like all together. And just it was always fun. Like, you know, like that's fun, being able to have the freedom to do that.
Yeah, that is true. Fun. A bunch of creatives.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, we used to do Family Fridays, me, Spirit, and Easy, where like Spirit and Easy would be recording, and then I would be getting my shit together for like a solo episode or something. We'd all just be in the same room, and it all just felt good. Or Spirit would be like producing a song, Easy would be, and we'd all just have it. Like no one would be like really, not that we wouldn't be interacting, but it's like headphones. But because you're in this like creative energy, it's good vibes. Yeah, it just feels good.
You remember Tro from the last episode?
Yeah.
So he did the beat actually for Love Culture's last release, or maybe the release before it, the song called OJ.
Okay,
yeah. Well, we're like that all the time, like every week. Like maybe every Saturday. Definitely most Saturdays. Sometimes we do it throughout the week, but we'll just spend like 3 hours, you know, making beats, like headphones on, just at the table or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we always swap like good ideas, and it's just good vibes and stuff.
Somebody should be making a documentary about Jacksonville.
Yeah. There has to be an artist from Jacksonville that people really care about, that like, you know, doesn't like have like a crazy foolish, you know what I'm saying? Like doesn't have like, you know, like actually, because I feel like, no, this is no diss to like the successful artists that have been from here, but I like if you look at, you know, what happens to them sometimes, news stories, you know, like shootings and just, you know, crazy shit.
Yeah.
Just crazy shit.
Yeah.
So like I feel like if there was an artist that for real like started to get,
yeah, people look at Jacksonville as like a potentially dangerous place.
Yeah.
And then when all the stories basically prove that, it's hard for a label, a major one, to come here and be like, take the risk.
Yeah, they're all like, oh no, shit's crazy down there.
Yeah.
But there have been people that like, you know, labels have, you know, there's still been that relationship. It's just like they're not looking at us like they're looking at, you know, LA or Atlanta, or you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's super like corporate there.
Yeah.
It's like such a business there, and here it's like so
it's different.
It's like people just teaming up and doing shit, you know, which is like awesome. It's really DIY down here. Exactly. And everyone's doing like their own thing.
Yeah.
And then I get it, not wanting to take the risk, you know, but I mean, it is obviously a dangerous place, but like you could easily not be in danger.
Yeah, definitely.
Like very, very.
I'm not in danger right now.
Exactly. We're chilling, dude.
We could be, but I'm not.
We could go to Shitsylvania, but like, I don't know. That needs to happen. Jacksonville, somebody's got to do it, because like there are so many people doing the right thing, you know. And I mean, just not to disrespect Lil Duval, but like, does that even count? Like,
yeah. I say it counts because I mean
But he lives in Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't know where he lives. I thought I heard L.A. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, it counts. I mean, like I know he does stuff for the community and like, I
mean, his name's Lil Duval.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, but I definitely want to do it differently. I want to like, because I feel like he doesn't make it clear that Jacksonville is like a cultural.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Cultural hotspot. Like, there's good shit here in all areas.
Yeah, people are legitimately like going after it.
Yeah.
Like so, every single day working.
Yeah. So like, I want to definitely, if I can't be a good example of that, I want to bring some light to it. But I want to be a good example of it. That's the first and foremost.
It'd be sick to fucking do a documentary. Like, start shooting a documentary. I'm gonna fucking do it.
CJ,
got the cameras.
What are you
I got the cameras. I'm doing it.
What are you trying to do, bro?
I'm gonna do it because.
Do you need help? Can I help you with?
Yeah, you can. It's our idea. We just thought of it. It's our idea. But for real, like, this is a cool thing.
No, that would be awesome.
Yeah, dude, and like, just like Toontown and shit. Like, have you been there? That fucking graffiti building.
Not yet.
By like Talleyrand. Dude. It's amazing in there. Have you seen the Big Ray the Rapper and Broadway Louie music video?
Yeah. That's where they did. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dude, that place is fucking dope.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. It's just for creatives. It's a huge warehouse. It's at least 100,000 square feet.
Bro, we got to go one day.
It's so sick. I mean,
we got to
go. Gina Wills, who has the Bitch Perfect podcast, who me and my girlfriend are going over to their house this weekend. Mm-hmm. She has an office there. Like, there's this huge warehouse that literally, you could put a skate park and have a concert venue in there, and there'd be plenty of room.
Yeah, set that up. I want to go.
And it's all art. Like,
I want to go.
It's sick, dude. So we'll definitely go. But like, that's something that like, there's so much stuff going on here, and it just doesn't get picked up on the mainstream level at all by people here.
Yeah,
that's what's crazy about it. It's like the only reason I know about it.
You gotta make people care about stuff, and like, I don't know.
How do you do that, though?
That's the magic question, CJ.
It's like, would it really take the Jaguars being good at football to, like, get attention here? For real?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, and that would help. But, like, would that even solve the local problem? Like, do people care about stuff locally?
Would they care about stuff locally if they had something local to care about?
The Jaguars was the closest we got.
Yeah. And people cared, though.
Yeah, like, people still care.
And exactly. But it was like, when that was going on.
When they were right there, right before the Super Bowl. It felt different in the city.
It was a legitimate feeling.
Yeah, I was like, nah, guys, like, something's changing. And then I'm still of the opinion that shit was terribly called.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Imagine if it would have been the Eagles versus the Jaguars in the Super Bowl. In terms of just amount of people that watched.
Yeah, that would have been
an NFL
wild.
Perspective.
That would have been wild.
But does it fucking matter? It's a Super Bowl. Like, are people actually not gonna watch it? Like, oh, the Jaguars are in the Super Bowl? I'm not watching that.
No, it's a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
People host events around it.
It's the biggest fucking thing. Like, yeah. I don't know.
Damn, are you gonna get did we just do the copyright for, the NFL doesn't like it when you like say Super Bowl or
that's right.
You remember? Like, they're really weird about it, right?
I hope they're listening.
Hey, don't sue me.
This will probably be my first monetized episode too.
Oh, for real? Yeah, they're coming after you.
I've been debating it for a while.
All right, CJ and Darren versus the NFL.
That'd be dope. I hope so. I'll fucking tag them in this.
Let's get it.
# Super Bowl. But seriously, like, I don't know about doing advertising. The only reason I would do it is because it's only on YouTube. Mm-hmm. It's not like if you listen to the audio, you're going to get any ads.
Oh, no, I've bit the bullet on that. I'm going to be doing advertising. I have to. I feel like you have to.
But it's going to ruin it, dude. Like,
yeah.
That's why podcasting, like, specifically with podcasting, because music's still doing its thing, but like specifically with podcasting, the reason it's so great is because there is advertising, obviously. Everyone just fast forwards through it, unless it's Bill Burr because he makes it really funny. Mm-hmm. So you fast forward through it. The advertisers know that, and they're already making people do reads in the middle. Like, right now, stopping this in terms of this conversation and I'm doing a read for.
Okay. Well, how often does your guest have like microphone problems where they have like maybe 10, 15 seconds of fucking with the mic?
It doesn't even matter
because that's a 10-second ad.
Yeah, but
you would feel compromised.
But like
if you did that.
Even worse, what they do is like they don't, like me and you have this conversation uninterrupted, and then at a certain point they stop. I do a pre-recorded read, put that in, and now we're back into the episode. It just makes it worse, and that is just, you can still fast forward through all that. It's gonna get to the point where they're like, you cannot fucking do that. Like you cannot fast forward through this part of the podcast. You have to listen to it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
they do that with YouTube videos.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And you have to. Like they're gonna do that because they're not getting nearly as much money as they would if you made people listen to it. Because they do have good products. But
find a product you think is genuinely good. I'm not trying to tell you.
No, I know.
Advertise,
but there is another option, and it's the donator model. You just donate.
Like Patreon.
Exactly, but no one's going to fucking do that. I don't even do that for other shit. So I get it, but it's like, that's the only way that this is going to be able to like stay super like where you just do whatever you want is if people donate. Like people are willing to every single day buy a Starbucks, buy a Red Bull, buy a Monster, but not donate $1 a month to something on the internet because there's this weird precedent that's been set that it's free on the internet. Internet's free. You shouldn't pay for it. I get it. I don't pay for shit. Like I get it, but it's right now it's just in the young stages. Like it's going to get horrible. Like
definitely.
Once literally radio's dead, like for real, all power now is in the people who make the podcast to make as much money as possible. And that is the way of the
They're going to sound like podcast YouTubers.
I mean, even the YouTube, those ads, I've been getting back-to-back ads.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even the people in the videos themselves, content creators, are having to like either just wear product or like.
Yeah. That is, I would do that. I would wear, like that's, if I didn't have to talk about shit, you know what I mean? I'd wear anything if I thought it was not, and like obviously I'm not going to wear something that I wouldn't wear in real life, but like if you got a cool brand or something, or if you want me to put a coffee mug here, like I'll do that. But like you can actually easily get New York Times to like sponsor you. It's super easy. And what if now I don't like the New York Times, what they said? I can't talk about it or they're going to take it away. And then like YouTube monetizing things, they pull people's shit all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, dude. Like the reason I haven't been monetizing is because I can still do whatever I want. Like I can do whatever I want. They can't do anything. But as soon as I start monetizing it, then, and I've already, dude, I had like sponsored content on Instagram get denied because
for what?
I voted for Andrew Gillum and I talked about how Florida voted liberal on all the amendments. Prisoners can vote, all this shit. But when you put a D and an R next to the name, they vote Republican. Stop running your fucking campaigns the way you're running it. He ran it the exact same way as Hillary Clinton. Like, the Republicans do a better job of this is, I don't know, like basically exactly what I said. I went onto his Instagram and it was like DJ Khaled is somebody who promotes him and all these people who, the people who are just Republican who aren't happy with what's going on are not going to vote for you because DJ Khaled's got your back.
Exactly.
Whoever sees that, oh, DJ Khaled's got Andrew Gillum's back and thinks that
I feel like they're expecting the young vote, or they're expecting.
You're already getting it.
Yeah.
That's my point. So quit pandering to the people that you're already getting their vote. You're not going to lose them. Nobody wants to vote Republican that's Democrat. So until you do something like with what they did to Bernie Sanders. All those Bernie people either didn't vote or voted for Trump. Either way, they did not vote Democrat when they had that shit in the bag, dude.
Yeah.
Those people never were going to vote Republican until you fucked them over.
Yeah.
And that's all I said. Not allowed to be sponsored. And on the opposite side of things now.
So you couldn't talk about it?
Like I couldn't promote it as advertising.
Oh.
A 1 minute
because
clip.
because it was very much an opinion. And
yeah. In the video, I said I voted for Andrew Gillum. I said that the Democrats have the ideas. They're just not facilitating these ideas to the public.
I'm still trying to figure out why they blocked advertising in that.
That's me paying them. Maybe
it's because you got like too specific in the video, the advertisement itself. Maybe you could have, mentioned topics or whatever in the advertisement, and then
But my point is,
I wonder if they still would have blocked it.
We don't know. And what if that happens on YouTube?
Test it out. Honestly, I don't know, bro. Fuck it. Test it out.
But it will happen.
I don't know how much they're.
I mean,
because I know they have an algorithm that just kind of takes shit off sometimes, and
yeah, all the time.
Yeah. So.
And it isn't just on one side of things, because everybody always says, "Oh, if you just talk bad about the left, they pull you down because everyone's liberal." I had a picture of Melania Trump naked, pulled it down. I get it. It was posted. It wasn't her naked either. Like she wasn't. She did a nude photo shoot, a lesbian nude photo shoot, and I just posted the picture 2 weeks before the election and said, "Never forget." Okay? 2 days or a day after the election, it got pulled. Like, So whatever the reason, my point is that shit happens, and I don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
And it can't happen right now. But as soon as I let them monetize, it's probably going to happen. So what do I do? Patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk. But
follow that link. Donate.
It's
prove CJ wrong.
But let's get why? And I'm not saying you don't donate. You don't donate. I don't donate. Mm-hmm. They don't donate. Why? Why don't we do it? We know this.
I don't know.
It's just like
maybe, and this is just a theory, maybe people spend money on things that they feel like enhances their life in some way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. I feel like I do learn things from podcasts or whatever, but I also feel like a lot of it's I don't know, maybe I'm just not listening to like fucking great investigative podcasts or whatever, but I feel like a lot of it's discussions I can agree with or I don't agree with. Like they just sound like,
it definitely depends on what, like there's certain podcasts that are like educational and shit.
Yeah,
that,
but
you literally are getting shit from, but
yeah, I don't know. I feel like personally, are we talking about donating specifically to podcasts or things like that, or just
like to anything that you get for free?
Mm-hmm.
Just donating $1 a month.
Yeah, like
because if every single person listening to this donated $1 a month, I would not have to work. Like all I would do is this.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be dope. Yeah,
we should.
But it won't happen.
I mean,
it doesn't happen for anybody. Nobody even gets 1%.
That's wild, though.
It's insane, dude. Like Sam Harris was making like $40,000 a month off Patreon, and he still wasn't even close to 1% of his listenership. Not even close. So it's just Twitch. You see these kids on Twitch. Something about Twitch, and I think it's because when you're watching someone stream, it says who the top donator is, and when you donate, it literally pops up on the screen. But like that works. Twitch is working with donations. I don't know why, but you can literally just watch someone's Twitch stream and it's nonstop donating, renewed for 6 months, donating. It's like, what the fuck? That it doesn't happen. Or you'll literally see this person get a great kill and then donation. That was sick. Donation. There's something that Twitch has figured out that like people are donating on like for real, but that's it. I mean, Patreon's dope, dude, and I don't use it, and I have one. It's just something about it. It's in our minds. I'm not paying for it. Like with music.
Pretty much.
You're going to put an album out. No one
is going to pay specifically for that.
To buy the album when you can just stream it.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Like, I think the best way to do it would be you have a podcast, I have a podcast, Daisy has a podcast. We have like 10 podcasts on a network, and you pay $10 a month for all this content. That's the only way, because it's a bunch of shit. It's like HBO Go.
I wouldn't pay 10 for it.
Yeah, probably not. Well, it depends. What if it was like...
Depends on what it was.
Exactly. If it was like Joe Rogan and all these huge ones, like Joe's going to do that. He's already like developing the app and stuff. Like he sees this same problem happening and he's trying to figure out a way to do it. And he's talking about doing an app where you get the app and then you get all Joe Rogan shit. But like that'll work for him, but for me,
yeah,
no
the smaller
fucking way, dude.
Yeah. So
spend all that money to make an app?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And your viewership, like I feel like your viewership needs to be crazy for stuff like that, because you need guaranteed, like, people are going to download this.
Exactly.
You need those numbers.
Yeah, you need, at the end of the day, it's always going to be a small percentage. like it just, to me, the music thing is so scary because of streaming. Like they need to make it to where streaming is lucrative. And it is for the streaming companies. So
some people's streams are lucrative.
What are they?
I mean, like the top, gamers on Twitch, like the guys.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant like Spotify pays better.
Oh no. Apparently Tidal pays better. I'm not sure.
That's
about
what I've
that.
heard too. Yeah.
Like, because I haven't put any music out on the streaming services yet. So like once I do that, I'm very interested in seeing how like all the services differ.
The only way that it would ever get to the point where like you get the money you deserve. I mean, if you really think about $10 a month from 30 million people, dude, like what the fuck? Like you don't have enough money to give everybody a penny for every 10 plays? Like that seems pretty fucking fair, dude. But I don't know. You could easily, let's see how many plays they get, because they could easily get more plays than they get that amount of money. I don't know, but
yeah, I'm interested in seeing how it breaks down.
But the only
next time I'm on the show, I'll have a great breakdown.
Yeah,
of,
dude.
Yeah,
and that'll be perfect too, because you'll have the music released out on there.
Definitely,
I like that a lot.
I can plug that.
So the only way that to get it to where the music's already on there, but you would have to like go on strike. Like all the artists would have to go on strike and say
They tried to do that with Tidal.
Yeah.
Kinda. That's what like it was made to be seen as, like when Jay-Z acquired.
Oh,
it.
okay, I know what you're saying.
It was like, this is for the artist. Artists are getting paid more on Tidal, and I'm not doubting that, but I also haven't seen it myself. Like, I want to like see if that's actually true, because that's been the closest a major like source has gotten, because I feel like Jay-Z's a big enough artist to where stuff like that like matters more.
And he's like the perfect artist to like lead something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like for real.
Yeah,
everybody
let you know like
him.
this is legit.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
You've had to turn me down a couple times.
Well,
like,
sometimes it just depends. Up, down. I've also been switching mine sometimes. It just depends.
Yeah, you're pretty good with that, like keeping it.
Oh yeah, it's really a small margin, and I probably wouldn't. It depends. Because sometimes I do it and then I'll look back and be like, I probably didn't have to do that. But I don't know. I get like into it, because for so long I never did it. Like for so long I never even considered checking levels. I was just stupid.
Yeah.
I think
No, you were learning.
I guess getting headphones for both of us would be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
That would be dope.
Like a splitter.
Yeah, there's something about hearing yourself.
Yeah, you can like,
it's weird.
You can play with your voice more, like get it to exactly how you want it to sound in the recorded state.
And when I do solo episode, like I could not do a solo episode without headphones.
Yeah. Like
I could do a solo episode easily for 2 hours.
Like I'm pretty sure I sound like a goober for this whole shit, because I haven't heard my voice, so like I haven't.
No. What does that mean to you? You sound like
goober?
a goober. I like that. I know what it means to me.
So the first time I heard it was the SpongeBob movie from a long time ago.
Throwback.
You know which one I'm talking about? Did you watch SpongeBob like that?
I watched SpongeBob the night it came out.
Oh, okay. So you
right
watched
after the Teen Choice Awards.
Okay, the Make-A-Wish thing.
The movie, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
do you want
yeah, definitely. Well, there was like Goofy Goobers and
Goofy Goobers. Okay.
Yeah, and they were whatever. But I had a ex-girlfriend who would call me a goober whenever I was like doing stupid shit, and it just always sounded hilarious to me.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just use it for.
I like those, like dork, dweeb, goober. You know what I mean? People are so quick to call you a fucking bitch. Sure. Call you a bitch or whatever. All these like simple words, but like it's so funny to call someone a dork, a geek.
Because they probably don't get called a dork a lot.
Yeah, no one's getting called dorks now.
I feel like you can't be too offended when somebody calls you a goober or a dork.
Yeah, if someone calls you a goober and you get offended, you got issues.
Yeah, because somebody's gonna ask them about that later. Like, why'd you want to fight that guy? He called me a goober, bro.
Call me a fucking goober, bro. I don't take that shit. That's where you draw the line at fucking goober.
Yeah.
I don't know. Isn't it a food though, the goober?
Is it? If it is, you're about to put me on.
I thought they were chocolate peanuts.
That's what they were in SpongeBob. They were like, I mean, they weren't food. It was somebody wearing a costume, I think, but it was like a whole restaurant called the Goofy Goober.
Goober, a foolish person. A person in the southeastern U.S., especially from Georgia or Arkansas.
Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
No wonder it sounded so right.
Oh!
No.
Chocolate-coated peanut.
Wow.
Boom.
SpongeBob writing is genius.
Yeah. Look at this movie candy right here. You see it?
Wow. Yeah.
Ashley, I believe.
SpongeBob writing is genius. No wonder it sounded so natural to us. Southeastern slang.
Yeah, dude. Seriously. Remember when people were like freaking out about SpongeBob? Like I had kids in my cul-de-sac who were not allowed to watch SpongeBob.
I don't ever remember people freaking out about SpongeBob. I remember, my bad. I remember people freaking out about Pokemon and like Harry Potter and stuff.
No, I think wait, what do you mean now? You mean, I mean freaking out like this is bad and evil.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, like maybe it was just my parents.
I don't remember the Pokemon shit.
Oh no, they thought like
Harry Potter for sure.
Yeah, they thought like Pokemon were like little demons, and then Harry Potter obviously is the witchcraft and stuff. And bro, I'm telling you, Southern people still have like huge religious hang-ups.
Yeah. Dude, people think SpongeBob's like about gay shit, and you shouldn't let your kid watch it. That's like specifically why these kids were not allowed to watch it in my neighborhood. Yeah, because it was, I guess, homoerotic. I don't know. I've never picked up on it. I'm sure there's a YouTube video we could watch. I don't want to, but like
probably, there's probably like, hey, it's your boy. No, it's your boy. Conspiracy.
Oh yeah, dude. With the fucking they all have that same. There's like 4 same songs that they all use. But
I've heard that one, like the ominous one. Like
I want to create a fake conspiracy theory. It's somewhere in my notes.
For what?
Because one, you'll make a shitload of money.
No. I'm saying like, what would you create it about?
Somebody, I forget. Oh, that Quentin Tarantino isn't. This is a dude. Okay, Quentin Tarantino isn't a real director. Okay, he puts his name on it, and then people like Steven Spielberg, he hires all these big guys to shoot the movies and do everything for him to make it seem like he did it, but really he's just this like really rich dude who has no talent and just like has hired people. So you make it where like you show a shot in a movie and you're like, see, this is the same shot Steven Spielberg used, and you have them like side by side, and you just make this huge thing about how Quentin Tarantino is not an actual director. People will believe, and that's just the first, like, that's not even a really good conspiracy that involves like.
That's a good one though.
But and that's like some simple thing, and just make a bunch of videos like that, and treat it dead serious. People will believe you.
Yeah,
like for sure. People will definitely fucking believe it. Like, and it's a type of person. Like you see, not to be mean now, but all the like
flat earthers and.
Beyond that, when you see the fake articles, like meth woman eats baby, but it's not true, this bullshit stuff, like the obviously fake ones, it's always like the dumbass person. Like it's the same type. You never see somebody who's like considered highly intelligent like falling for any of this.
Right. Exactly.
Like, you should be able to look at something and tell if it's real or fake.
Objectively, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, wait a second. There's people that believe shit immediately.
Instantly.
And
like,
don't
something
question it.
Something about finding it on your own. So, like, I use my dad and me as an example. Like, when it came to, like, conspiracy theory stuff, and I'd tell him it was all just bullshit because that's not what he heard.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the Vegas shooting happened, just in his, like, Facebook algorithm, he was getting a lot of, like, could possibly be multiple shooters, all this different stuff. So, like, he started to fall down that rabbit hole and, like, believe that. But then there's all these other conspiracy theories that have way more evidence that because he didn't find it. It's like something about finding it on your own. And then when you find that YouTube video because you found it, like, this guy now, like, you found the guy. So when this random person is just doing a voiceover with these pictures telling you what is happening when it's not what is actually happening, they just present it like it is. You eat it up and that's what you believe. But, like, if I show you that video, or not even that, if I just tell you everything that I learned in that video, you're going to think I'm fucking crazy. But if you're by yourself one day and you see it and you watch it, you're going to be telling me about it.
Yeah.
It's really weird. There's, like, being alone on YouTube's dangerous.
Bruh. I'm telling you.
They make it like that, though. Like they promote certain types of things. Like, right now, like, alien shit is, like, crushing on YouTube. Like,
man, I think aliens are real.
Yeah.
I don't think they've, like, visited on maybe,
I mean, there's definitely aliens for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a wild thing if there isn't.
There just has to be.
For
As
sure.
big as the universe is.
There's something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, but I don't think they're like the Roswell looking.
What do you think would happen if they came here?
Depends.
Like, what do we even know?
Depends. Did they get here by accident or did they get here on purpose?
You pick.
That would change everything.
You decide.
If they got here on accident, we might kill them first.
Try to, for sure.
Yeah.
If a spaceship
got
just
here on
came
accident,
here,
no, we're
we would
shooting it. We're
shoot
shooting
it,
it
yeah.
out the sky immediately.
Try to.
Yeah.
Imagine,
Trump would. No, come on.
dude.
Trump would give the order immediately.
Instantly. We
Yeah.
also would know it was coming.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah. Within like
a week.
Yeah.
We know
even.
about comets for, like, months.
Honestly, yeah.
That's so crazy.
NASA probably would tell the military immediately,
I think space is real. Don't get me wrong, but, like,
Yeah.
you know, there's, like, people who don't.
yeah.
Like, dude,
I had that, like, theory one night. I got super stoned one night.
It's crazy.
And I brought it up and I was like, yo, what if? And then the next day immediate, I was like, nah, it's dumb.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But when you think about it, it's all just like, the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like, this is bullshit, dude. Like, no way. Like, it just, no fucking way, dude. But it's real. But it's like, oh, it's this big fucking thing, and
Yeah.
we can see out.
Huge.
We're not close to shit.
You can't even, like, living on the earth as we've lived, you can't even comprehend how large space is.
It's so fucking ridiculous, dude. And, like,
We
know
you know what the
shit.
crazy part is? We haven't even been beyond our solar system.
Not even close.
Manned flights because
yeah.
that would just take too long.
That they did that not the Voyager. It might have been the Voyager. One of the craziest things, I watched this video. Like, my roommate got this, like, commemorative box thing of when they sent out those 2 spaceships to, like, go as far as, like, they just passed Pluto, like, a couple years ago. They were, like, put music on there and stuff to show, like, the world's culture if, like, aliens find it and shit. So the way that they launched these things, just to be able to figure this out, the second one launched first, and the first one launched 2 months later. But the way it all worked out, like, it's just like an Interstellar where they have the, like, they get the gravity around the planet.
Yeah, they
and whip
use
around
orbits
it.
of.
There was this, like, special time where if they waited until, like, around maybe another 30 years from now, actually there'd be a perfect, like, alignment of all these planets. But at that time there was an alignment of, like, 3, which was, like, crazy. So
Physicist.
they launched the first one second. Like, dude, the craziest thing about all this is like they're launching it at a perfect speed, angle, force, all this stuff because as soon as it hits space, it's done. So it's just like pushing out now. In this first one, because of whatever, I don't know why, it ended up passing the one that launched 2 fucking months before it, and then it ended up being way ahead of it. Like,
these guys are geniuses.
These
guys are geniuses,
right? But you can understand how someone could be like, "That's bullshit, dude. They did not do that."
Yeah,
like that's bullshit.
Yeah, no, honestly, but like
I believe it, but holy shit.
Yeah, no, like those guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's probably the closest thing in real life to me that I'm like, yo, these guys are like smart.
Thank God for autism, dude, because we would not be able to figure that out.
Bruh, come on.
Seriously.
These guys are smart. Like,
they are so fucking smart, dude. Like,
yeah, like
just get it.
Space travel, like it's gonna be important.
I was obviously joking right there, everybody. Thank God for the spectrum.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I feel like I'm on the spectrum.
So,
I'll explain that. I have ADHD, which I feel like is on the spectrum, somewhat.
Yeah, just if you're smart, for sure. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah.
No, I'm just kidding. You're smart.
Hey, appreciate it.
I'm just fucking with you. So, there's this guy. Fuck, I can't think of his name. But, you know that show, Scorpion? Remember it was on CBS forever? No one watched it, but it was on for like 10 seasons or some shit. He was born autistic, and it's like low EQ, high IQ. So he like started this school that takes kids who are autistic, and like when they leave the school, they're like not diagnosed autistic anymore. They like work specifically on EQ the way that like schools work on IQ, and it really like works for these kids. But that's not everybody. Like not like there's some kids who are, you know, severely autistic, and I don't know what it is, but I think there's like a shared bank account of like 250. So it's like 125 IQ, 125 EQ. It's a perfect person in terms of like whatever. If you have like a 200 IQ, like you only have room for like 50 EQ. So you have to like work on it. And some kids, like a person in my dad, he married into this family. This kid's like severely autistic, but he can literally be on 2 iPads at the same time playing shit and doing shit. Like literally fucking like just going like this. And he's like doing good too. Like he'll be like playing games, 2 fucking games at a time at like a really high level. And I think it's just because he has such a high IQ that there's not enough left to like, what's the point, but like, you know, you're so smart and then you're trying to like interact with people and stuff. It's like his head, he's got so much going on in there that doesn't have room to like talk to us about some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he's literally doing like highly advanced shit, dude.
Yeah.
He's fucking 10 years old.
Yeah, bro.
And he's fucking...
It's crazy.
Crazy, dude.
It's crazy.
It's highly talented. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, they work on social skills and stuff, but, like, it's weird how... I wonder if you have an EQ of 200 and an IQ of 50. Like, everyone says, like, Trump's really good in a room. Like, maybe Trump just has, like, a ridiculous EQ, and his IQ is, like...
Maybe.
Lowsies. I don't know.
I feel like get in the room with him and figure it out. But no, I feel like you see enough about somebody. You can tell.
He seems just constantly full of shit.
And he's good at being able to just say stuff.
Yeah, he's just going.
Mm-hmm.
He's like... And he like thinks it's great. That's the like crazy part about it.
Yeah.
Like there's people who do that and it's like a bit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to be the guy who just like says shit.
I'm the most confident person here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does that really well.
He actually is. It's crazy.
Anywhere he goes.
Yeah. Like, no one is more confident than him.
No, he steps into the room. Okay, so I feel
a whole
like
skill.
half of that is him, and half of that is him. Maybe 75% of that is him. 25% is knowing you're the president of the United States. Like,
I feel like he's always been like that, though.
Yeah.
You know? Like, he seemed to have always been a dick.
Name the last president that wasn't really confident, though.
Yeah, it's huge.
I feel like that's a huge confidence booster.
Yeah, especially when you look back at, like, George Bush and stuff. Like, he must have been so confident to think that, like, he got that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he didn't. You know what I mean?
Like no, he was more, like, I feel like he was smug sometimes, too. Like, it was more like, I'm the president. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I could, yeah, okay, I say stupid shit sometimes, but.
I'm the president.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. You do. You do have to be, like, extremely confident.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, we do want that. We want you to believe you got it. Because
we do.
If you don't think you got it, then you gotta fucking go, dude.
Yeah.
That's the problem, though. The people who think, like, oh, I got this. Like, you think that, like, you got this? Like, that in itself is crazy.
Yeah. Well, if you're sure, then all right, cool. I'm at peace, too.
You got this shit, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you're the
I
guy.
don't have to worry about it then. All right, cool.
Like, think about anybody who's always, like, thinking that they have the answer for everything in your life. You're like, that person is annoying.
Yeah.
That's the president.
Yeah, but the president has...
Unless they're a great delegator.
Yeah, true.
But
I feel like the president also has, like, the full might of the military. Yeah. I feel like that's an unspoken, like whatever...
I think to a certain point. Like, because when it comes to, like, taking people's guns, who's going to do that? The military. I don't think the military people would literally do that.
No.
I don't think they would go door to door. I swear. There's no fucking way.
No.
Like, the people I know in the military?
I mean, yeah, like, all great people. But, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I just can't see that.
Let's hope it never comes to that where they're having to, like, decide between, like, their job and that.
Exactly.
Like, that whole situation.
Like a Gestapo situation?
You know, some crazy shit.
That's fucking scary, dude.
If that happened here, that'd be insane.
We're so big. I think that's almost why it hasn't happened here. Because, like, on the off chance that you get some Hitler-type crazy dude who's, like, charismatically talks somehow into this happening, like, you can't... Like, okay, you do that in New York. Well, now the rest of the country, like, you know what I mean? It's not like it's all just going to happen at once. Like, kind of how they could do there because they were so, like, close.
Yeah.
Everything was so, like...
Plus, everything's closer because of the phone.
Yeah, that is... The location thing is weird.
Yeah.
Because if they really wanted to know, which they do want to know, then they know.
Yeah.
And you're just... You got to throw your phone away. How pissed would you be if you were hiding and you all threw your phones away and then some fucking person in your group had their phone?
That'd be like the classic comedy moment in most movies.
Kill that person.
Like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
kill that person and leave the phone inside.
That person's probably the one that's the most confident in the room.
If you had to kill that person, how would you kill them?
Killing the person that actually had their phone the whole time.
Like, let's say you found out that somebody had brought their phone with them and you were...
I do it. All right, so
kill them in their sleep.
No. This is assuming I'm like a MacGyver, skill wise.
Okay.
I rig his phone to be a bomb. So like,
oh come on, we're running in the woods, man. We're hiding.
Quiet bomb.
No bombs. I doubt you got bombs shit. You know what I mean? Like, we're running from Trump's Gestapo.
How would I kill this?
I'm just kidding on the Trump shit. I don't think it's gonna happen that fast, but it could. I don't think.
Now you're really making me think about this.
You gotta kill somebody, dude. Probably with, like, if you use a gun.
Can you hire hitmen?
You can't. What? You can't use a gun, dude. You're in the woods, so it's you and like 12 people. It's like,
do we have guns?
Yeah, but if you shoot this person, then you're gonna let off a gun noise, and you're probably trying to be quiet.
So okay, you're really severely limiting what you can do to this person.
I mean, you can shoot them.
You have to you choke them out. It has to be some like
in their sleep,
brutal shit.
Or would you like man to man? It's me or you. I would kill them in their sleep.
Depends. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it would make a better movie scene if you're like, all right, like we have one.
This shit.
Yeah.
You get
a knife fight or something.
Dude,
like,
everyone you're with like circles around. It's like fight to the death. But like at the end of the day, he has the phone.
Yeah.
Or she. What if it's a girl?
No, the phone is broken at this point, and
Phone's
we do this in
definitely
another
broken.
location.
Yeah. See? Okay, now you can't kill him by surprise. You've got to make it to where, like, they don't know, and that night, you fucking choke them out.
So, I mean...
Or just fucking stomp
so
their
you're
face.
all right, so you're expecting us to have enough time from, like, the government knowing where we're at to us finding out about that and then going to sleep in that same location?
Just... You notice somebody's phone's on you, on them. Mm-hmm. You don't even know that the government knows yet. It might not necessarily be on, but their phone is on them. Mm-hmm. You're like day 6. Mm-hmm. Rule 1 was no phones, right? So
is it on?
I don't know. You can't tell. It looks just like this.
If I have enough time to like press the button and see if it's on, see if it's connected to any anything, then I would make my decision. I feel like I wouldn't immediately like, all right, this guy has to die.
What if it's a girl?
Or this person has to die. Depends on how real the situation, like how real a shit must have gotten in this world.
I mean, you're on the run.
6 days out.
You're in the woods, I guess.
Yeah.
Like wherever you
if we're like, yeah, we can't even see civilization or, or else, they're going to find us or whatever, then yeah, I might have tried to kill this person immediately. If it's that real.
Yeah. But bare hand, like,
I don't know.
Choke?
I don't know.
Man, that'd be so nuts.
Maybe if it was like
it's such a wild thing to consider how many people have literally like killed people and been in that moment.
Come on, man.
It's a quiet moment.
It's the craziest shit ever.
That's what's weird.
Yeah.
That's probably really quiet.
Yeah.
Other than
probably
like, if the person's screaming or whatever. But as soon as it's over.
That's, bruh, like thinking about that shit to me is like the saddest shit ever.
Dude.
It gets so depressing thinking about that shit.
The worst of all is, okay, you just killed whoever. And now, it's not funny, but like you're with this dead body. So like, you're just with it. You're like driving around.
What the fuck are you doing? Yeah,
dude.
What the fuck?
Ooh, that's like the darkest feeling. Like you in this murdered body.
Person's just.
And then how about these people like chop it up? They're just dead.
That's the wild
in your
part.
trunk.
Some people even
eat it.
Put that shit in a gumbo.
Yeah, dude. That is. Hey, it's at some point. When are you just like making the best of a moment? You know what I mean? Like, are you crazy for eating that person?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because like, a lot of people have eaten people.
No, like, if you're like seasoning it up.
Seasoning, I don't think you can ever justify seasoning human meat.
At that point,
you got to eat it raw. I mean, you can cook it, but no.
I know enough about poultry or red meat.
Accidentally killing somebody is so fucking scary.
Bruh, come on. That would be the most terrible thing ever. That would change your life forever.
Dude.
You can't. I feel like you could never come back from that.
So, this girl I know.
Oh man.
Listen to this, dude. Man. This is so long ago too. Like it's literally 10 years ago. She was like, actually, I was telling you about somebody involved with this. She was like kind of talking to that kid, and we were all at my house. She was really drunk, and we were all at like the island in my kitchen. This is at my parents' house, and she was like, I got something to say. Like, it's really fucked up, And we're like, and she had just got done telling us that her ex gave her an STD. Okay. So yeah. And I'm pretty positive. I mean, I was drinking too, but I'm pretty positive that the kid left. So now it's me and these 2 girls. And we're just sitting at my kitchen and we're all like pretty buzzed. And she's like opening up and says, I was driving home. She's like a couple months ago. And where Loretto and San Jose come together, she was coming through Loretto. Like she would be passing Winn-Dixie and then going over San Jose and passing Taco Bell and McDonald's. And it was like 2 a.m. or some shit, really late. And some dude was crossing. She had no idea and hit him and just kept driving.
And she never knew what happened?
Never know.
How hard did...
She was going like 40. It's a dead motherfucker, probably.
Probably.
Dude.
Does that shit affect her?
I don't know. I'm like, don't talk to her at all, but I do.
You might have just like opened an investigation.
I've talked about it before and nothing's ever come of it. But she like lives her life completely normal.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. It's dark as fuck.
It is.
And like, I guess not knowing kind of helps in the most fucked up way.
Yeah.
But like, people actually kill people, and I get it, you're freaking out. That's where you fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, in that moment of like you panicking is when you do all this weird shit. Like, it's only a psycho can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, when a normal person kills, at the end of the day, it's not easy to get away with like murder, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you were like a crazy person, you wanted to kill somebody, you could just like one night just drive around until you see somebody who's alone, pick them up, kill them, and just fucking dig a hole, burn their body, take all those bones, fill that hole in, go to another place. Like, you know what I mean? Just like do a bunch of crazy shit. Like, do every single thing that you can not to get caught.
Exactly.
You're probably going to get away with it, because a lot of people get away with it. It's these people who like try to kill their fucking family and friends and shit. Like, you cannot think you're ever going to. First of all, you got to understand that you don't actually want to kill this person. You're just like super crazy right now. Unless they like did something horrible. Like, there's definitely a time where like I'll kill somebody for sure.
Yeah.
Beyond anything that they do to me. You know, like there's things that people could do that like I would like to think that I would kill them. I don't know, like
bruh, knock on wood, bro. I hope I'm never in that situation where I have to make that choice.
Have you ever like hurt somebody in a fight and felt really bad? Exactly. Exactly. So
I did that. Like I did that to another person. But sometimes, you know, things.
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
The worst thing I've ever done? I don't know. Not living up to like promises, I guess.
That does hurt.
Yeah.
That hurts.
When people like are counting on you and like sometimes not like measuring up, and like people you care about, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I do it every day.
Yeah, you know, you get numb to it, but like, I don't know. I can't think of one situation where I was like, yo, I really like fucked up for real. I'm pretty chill about most things. That bothers me the most. The whole like not living up to shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Especially when like the other person's so like awesome and shit, and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah. So I can't think of one thing I was like, yeah, this is the worst thing I've ever done.
How do you like deal with managing people's expectations though?
I try not to think about it.
Because I have high expectations of myself, so I'm constantly feeling like a piece of shit.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
I can relate to that.
I don't get how people think they're like legitimately super dope. That's crazy. Unless that's wild. You know?
Yeah, but like,
what kind of life have you lived? I mean, don't get me wrong. You could live like a fucking.
Bruh, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like sometimes that's the problem with rap music. You always have to have that element of it in your shit.
The dopest.
The like, yo, like whatever I'm doing is the right way to do things.
Mm-hmm.
You always have to have that element, and I feel like that's why I love rap. But that's also like the curse of rap. Because I mean, yeah, there's songs that offer different perspectives. There's songs where people, you know, come in and like they're not the winner or they're not, you know, doing great. But I feel like
it's not often enough.
Yeah, it's like the average of rap is whatever I'm doing is the right way to do things.
And it's also like that, like you can't be vulnerable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like and when you are, it's like that's what this is about. Mm-hmm. It's not just like the standard thing. Like it's very rare. Like like a song about being vulnerable. That's like the entire song is about that, and then that's the vulnerable track, and then all the other tracks. Like I don't see too many people.
There's people who do. I think honestly, like Drake does that the best. That's why he's where he's at. Maybe, you know, like other artists too. But I feel like, you know,
you want to hit this? I'll refill it.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like this is a part of the meme of Drake is that like, you know, he
well, dude,
he's soft or you know what I'm saying, like, and then
like the calm and all that shit. That was cool.
But it was still hard.
It was hard as fuck.
So Far Gone is probably like my second favorite Drake project.
It's my first.
My first is If You're Reading This. I think that was when Drake became what he is today. Like because that was when we started getting like trap beats, like Drake on trap beats type shit.
That's pretty much when I stopped listening to rap music. 2012?
Yeah.
Is that when that came out?
2015.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you stopped, around 2012.
No, I mean, I listened to So Far Gone.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to Thank You Later. I listened to... That's it. What came out after that?
Take Care.
I listened to Take Care.
Okay. Nothing Was the Same.
I did not listen to Nothing Was the Same.
Okay.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't know. It's weird how maybe I need to get back into rap music, dude. I've thought about that a lot because I'm such a negative person, and ever since my life has taken this downshift, I've also not listened to rap music.
What do you mean downshift?
I mean, I don't know.
You want to finish that?
Sure. Ever since I haven't felt super awesome.
You don't feel super awesome?
No, dude.
I feel you. I do sometimes. I do I don't most of the time.
I don't.
Ever.
No.
Yeah. That's real though. At least you can admit it.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I don't know. I don't have health insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I had health insurance, I would definitely be on a bunch of medications, you know? But I don't.
Yeah.
So I'm just like you got to think like beyond who does, like not the who does this, like no one puts in this work, but like who actually does do a podcast every day. Last week I took off and I still did an episode in a smoke break, which is like everyone else's standard is one a week, you know? Like who does that, you know? Like especially by yourself.
Yeah. That's how I feel about music. I feel like I put in a lot of work to, cuz I produce my own shit.
Yeah, something's got to be off in here to be able to just do like by yourself shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
you got to want it too.
I feel like the people that are constantly trying to surround them, that's just like a normal person.
Yeah.
Like because it is weird to do it. Like
definitely. That's how I feel. I feel like, and that's why like I know I'm antisocial sometimes. I feel like because like, it's two different environments, very different environments.
Yeah, I'm extremely antisocial.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like this is it. This is it. This is it.
Yeah.
You know?
All your podcasts?
Yeah.
For real?
I mean, I used to, like I said, dude, I just switched. I had this weird switch where like there was me like, I was like a popular kid. I did all this shit. I was always out. You know what I mean? I was always doing things. I was always with a bunch of people constantly, like always. And then I stopped. Probably I started doing drugs, and I was like, I have like friends that are like my life friends that would like, they don't do drugs and shit. You know what I mean? So like drift away from them, and then you're just hanging out with the drug people. So it's like just a different thing. And then I just don't want to be around anybody.
Yeah.
Unless like I can do that with them. And I mean, obviously I'd still go and hang out with my friends and just like hide it or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like I don't do anything anymore. Like I don't ever want to go anywhere. Like I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out with people. Like I don't want to go to the bars. I do
sometimes, but I like going out when I know there's going to be some kind of benefit to what I do creatively.
Like I would never not choose hanging out with my girlfriend. Or even before I had my girlfriend, I would still rather be here.
Yeah.
And I would just do a solo episode. Like, I just don't like doing that. I don't like going out at all. Yeah. I fucking hate it, honestly. That's why I never go to shows. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I shot a show. My friend had a show at Nighthawks, like metal. And I, like, shot it. That was cool. But I had the camera. I did not have to, like, be around anybody. You know, I just in zero way enjoy going out. Every time I have to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going out with all my friends, I'm definitely drinking.
Yeah. Definitely. I have 2 sets of friends. I have
Oh yeah.
my like music friends that like I make music with these guys when we hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have like, you know, the friends that I get, you know, fucked up with. I don't have any. The only people that are, I feel like I'm getting too real. I feel like I'm getting way too real.
Yeah, you don't have to.
No. I was just thinking about it. There's like a third subset, like of people that, you know, I don't have to do any, like, things are just cool. Like, you know,
Yeah.
family, you know, those are like the real people. I'm not making any sense.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. There's like, everybody has that too. That's the thing.
Yeah.
There's everyone like compartmentalizes their life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, these are my friends. These are the people I do stuff with. It's all weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the easiest example is like wherever you work, like you probably don't hang out with those people outside of work.
Yeah.
Maybe one person, but it's like, but when you're there, everything's cool. You know, it's like y'all are like friends or whatever, and you can talk to them about whatever. But there's just all these different, like, these people are this and these people are that. It's, and then like basically you stop doing drugs, and you just realize, like, oh, I don't even hang out with those people.
Yeah.
Like a lot of those people have died, and I was just like,
I've never been in those circles.
yeah. But a lot of those people will die or whatever, and it's like, okay, like it's not like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you kind of, it's this weird thing where you meet these people, and you all have an understanding of like what it is,
mm-hmm.
and it's not like you're not gonna hang out outside of that.
Yeah,
it's very weird.
I feel that.
It's like you both are a part of each other's secret lives. Because I don't know too many people that would like ever be doing drugs on a real level and be like, oh, this is what I do. Mm-hmm. Other than like ridiculous celebrities from back in the day. There's still a couple. The guy from Amir, a metal band, like he's pretty open about it, but not that normal, you know?
Yeah.
It's a dark thing, but everyone's got these little subsects of friends that they don't really even want to interact with at the same time. You know? It's weird to think of like, what friends are you ashamed of, you know? Hopefully none.
Yeah.
Like I honestly, now in my life, I can't think of like one friend that I'm like ashamed of.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed of anybody.
I used to be ashamed of a lot of my friends.
So like, I feel like ex-girlfriends sometimes made me ashamed of friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like after the relationship, now it's like, man, fuck you. Like my friends are dope. Like,
Yeah.
You know, like
they'll always try to talk you into that. It's weird. That's one thing that I love about my girlfriend. She's never even once. That's never even been a thing.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Thank you, Claire.
But
that's definitely a thing.
Granted, I think I probably did that about their friends sometimes. So.
Yeah, because sometimes they have shitty fucking friends.
You know?
It's like, what the fuck?
You know?
Sometimes the friends are shitty.
Yeah.
Man, just hung out with this girl. Oh, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to. We were talking, and she like loves Coke. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was not the vibe. You know what I mean? Like that's not. You're not being that. And I'm like got a hawk eye, an eagle eye.
Mm-hmm.
I know when people are on drugs. This girl was on blow. So was her boyfriend. So, and that's like their thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I know you are. I don't even understand why you're lying. And she was trying to talk to me and saying that like she used to do blow all the time and all this stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, that's, you know, pretty stupid. Like there's nothing good of that, you know, knowing she was, you know what I mean? And she's like, yeah, recently I got over being addicted to Juuls. Like talking about being addicted to Juuls, like it was like
Juuls,
like a Juul pod.
Oh, okay.
Like, dude, she was like talking about that as if it was like heroin or something, and I just wanted to be like, this girl should not be your friend. You know, like this is a dumb bitch.
Yeah, bruh. I mean,
But I know my girlfriend knows that.
That's wild.
Damn it. I hope there's no way that girl's listening, but if you are, it's just a bit. I'm just playing.
Yeah, bro.
I take your jewel pot addiction like really serious. I don't know. People nowadays like are really into going through something.
Yeah.
It's all about the struggle.
It's definitely all about the struggle.
Like, you do not want to not have a struggle right now. People are not going to respect you. It's weird.
At all.
Like, oh, you're good? Like, people hate to see people that are good. It's weird. It's like, you're not struggling.
That's a perfect segue into me playing you some of this music.
All right, let's do it. Let's wrap this and let's do a separate thing.
Definitely.
Boom. Okay. Darren Robert.
What's up?
On Instagram.
Yes, Darren Robert on Instagram. Pretty simple. DARREN Robert.
It's spelled in the title.
Yeah.
You better know how to
Thank you,
spell it.
CJ.
I got you. It's also in the description, but actually no, I don't do descriptions anymore.
Fuck it.
They're stupid. So Daisy's asleep. I'm gonna smoke a cig. He's gonna play some music, and we'll be right back. Check out the smoke break video, all that shit. Ending words of wisdom.
Ending words of wisdom. Do you, man? You just gotta do you sometimes, and don't feel like an asshole for doing it.
True. That's nice. Well, you can also do you too much.
Yeah, definitely not.
Do them sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes. Not always. Happy medium. Figure it out.
Balance.
All right, everybody. I'm going to give you ending words of wisdom from whoever I choose as the comic of the week. I haven't figured it out yet, but here we go.
Now they're going to make the seats even closer together, Why don't they just fucking pull all the fucking seats out? Pull all the fucking seats out. Pull the fucking shit houses out, the galleys, pull it all out. And just walk the heavier people in first. Lay them down and just start stacking motherfuckers on the plane. Stack them, stack them, stack them! Get in! If you get thirsty and you want a Coke, they open a Coke and they shake it up and they spread it. If you have to piss and shit, you should have done it at LAX. It's like the Tokyo subway, when they're closing the door and they gotta push you in. Yeah, can you paint? Do you see the picture I'm trying to paint? Smile, they might take you serious. Anyway, you're in there, you want a Coke, they pour a little in a cup. Look at me. Give me the whole fucking can! I'm overweight. Give me the whole fucking can, you flying bitch! Are you the Coke accountant for this flight? And the security, they just keep ratcheting it up and ratcheting it up and ratcheting it up. There should be two airlines. People who want to feel safe and people who want to take a chance and just get the fuck where we're going. I'm going to Las Vegas on Southwest. It's a 45-minute flight. I got an 8-ball of Coke and 2 horses at the Mirage. I want to get the fuck out of here. I'll take a fucking chance. Start this motherfucker up and let's go.
All right, everybody, there we go. Ending words of wisdom from your comic of the week, Brian Holtzman. Very hard to find anything from Brian Holtzman on YouTube, but I didn't want to post the video because I feel like it would, if you post it today, it's almost exposing him. He did a 13-minute set. It was on some National Lampoon's thing. It's on YouTube. If you search Brian Holtzman stand-up, it's the 13-minute. It's in between 13 and 14 minutes. It's a fucking insane stand-up set. It's the most offensive thing I've ever heard, and it's so weird. I'm not even a pussy at all about shit like that. I don't get offended, and I listened to it, and I was like, damn, this is so fucking horrible and offensive. And I played it for Claire, and he's talking about gay pride parades and who the fuck wants to stop for fags. He's telling Tiger Woods to look in the mirror and you're a black man, quit trying to be white and all this shit. And it's it was funny, I did laugh, but it's fucking outrageous, and it was within the past 15 years for sure. It's kind of crazy how that was not that long ago. And then he does an interview after, and the person's like, your comedy is so shocking and surprising, but yet it's refreshing. And it's like, no, that is the most offensive fucking stand-up set I've ever heard. And like I said, I'm not trying to be some baby, and I'm not trying to expose Brian Holtzman. It's just crazy how in 15 years, a stand-up set that was once seen as refreshing is now like unacceptable. Like, if you posted that, I guarantee you if BuzzFeed found out about that or something, or one of these fucking whatever's weird sites, if they found out about it and posted it, it would be like a huge controversy as to how this ever even got to air and all that bullshit. But thank you very much for listening. Go check out me and Darren's Smoke Break on YouTube. It's a very fun one. And also the Couch Talk listens to Darren Robert also on YouTube. What a great episode. Episode number 315 was. I couldn't ask for more. Shout out Bluff God for making the intro and the outro. And without further ado, it's fucking over, bitch. I love you.
For real? Don't tell anybody. Oh. This is being recorded though.
I know. That's why I said I don't want to say it. It's all good. $40.
Okay, cool.
If you can give them to me for cheaper, let me know. World's most awarded cannabis vape. Do I believe it? I don't know. I don't have the numbers.
Yeah, I want to see like the research to back it up.
Smokes well.
Yeah.
Really well.